Let's bring him out.
Well, no. I gotta catch up with everybody. How are you doing?
I'm doing great, man. Yeah.
Are you still living by the sea?
I am. I wake up every morning, go on the beach.
Jealous of you. I really am, because I moved into Hollywood. I had a. I completed my stay at Oasis. And
congrats, man.
Well, then my friend died, and things came up. I was actually going to keep going back there, but then all this stuff came up, and the drive back and forth was killing me. I actually ran out of gas, and I don't have. But I don't want to get into my sob story.
Yeah, you'll be fine.
Yeah, but I'm here. I'm sober, and I'm doing very, very well.
We're all here
Keep
for
that
you.
room open for me.
It is. Yeah.
Is it open?
Yes.
I might even want to just go and stay there for a month. I'm really serious.
We'll talk about it, yeah.
Do you want to pull the Airstream up to the ranch?
Pull the Airstream up, yeah.
I actually might want to do that.
Temecula.
We're looking at, I own this 1955 Airstream that was my dressing room during news radio. I spent a lot of time in there with Candy Alexander, the black woman on the show, and Phil Hartman. We were the only 3 pot smokers on that show. So we spent a lot of time in there kind of hotboxing that Airstream.
Yeah.
And God, those were so good times.
Remember, you had it at Croft, and that was always the spare room.
There was always somebody living in there. Jeff Dick lived in there for a couple years.
Right.
My friend Andras Jones lived in there. I was trying to think if Rick Borelli lived there.
He
Rick
must
Borelli.
have.
You know, Rick Borelli and I, the guy that honestly, I don't know if he killed himself, but that is a rumor. But I don't know what happened.
Yeah.
But he was so funny.
I really liked him a lot.
He was just so funny.
I miss his Zeppelin.
Oh God, he was on this show, and he would do what we called the pre-show, and then he kind of took over and would be singing Zeppelin.
Bongo Zeppelin.
Bongos. Maybe we can get us some clips of him, actually. If you can find them on the internet, let's insert them at any point during the show, if you can, guys, in the back booth. That'd be great. But also, I was going to ask if we could have Paul Henderson call in. If that's
He
good.
can't.
Pete LeBeau, he can't.
I called him today.
Oh, he can't.
And I said, you got to be on for sure. And he says Thursday definitely, but not today.
Okay.
But we have a good show today, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, we have Mike.
I told him about Rick. But
Knight in shining armor, Michael DeBar, and also Eddie Furlong.
Yeah.
American icon.
Right on.
We're saving him for the end. I said, well, once Eddie comes on, I want him to just stay. Also, Michael's going to do a song. Does he have a new band or something?
I don't know. He's got a Martin, I'll tell you that.
He's got a nice guitar.
He's got a nice Martin.
Yeah.
Isn't a Martin an amplifier? Oh, that's a Marshall.
No, Marshall.
A Martin is a guitar. Okay.
The Michael DeBar Band.
That's what it's called?
That's what it's called.
Michael, is that how you say it? DeBar? I thought it was DeBar.
Michael DeBar.
You don't know.
DeBar. I don't
know.
None of us know.
Carnaby Street is the ask him.
Carnaby Street. The suits they wore back in the 60s on Carnaby Street are now back in vogue.
Yeah.
The tight,
was a part of London.
Mad Men. Okay, I'm just laughing on
anyway.
DeBar. I've been saying Michael DeBar.
No, that's good too.
Either one.
I mean, I've been called everything under the sun. Apart from mispronouncing my name, I've been called everything under the sun.
So
someone like you, Evan.
I know.
You're used to that.
Yeah, we're in.
No Des Bars. I think the funniest one was Bar, which I thought
That's a good one.
Michael.
There he is. There he is in the background, yeah.
There he is in the background.
It's great to be here with you here.
Thank you.
Fantastic.
That was you last night, rocking out.
That was me last night, yeah.
You look good.
And that's in my bedroom. There was nobody else there.
You're just rocking out in your bedroom.
It was just me and a microphone. I was literally sleeping with myself. That's not true, obviously.
We have 2 icons on the show because we've got Eddie Furlong later. And
I love Eddie. Eddie is an incredibly talented actor. No question. Yes.
Unsung, like top 5 most gifted American actors.
I agree.
Young American actors.
Absolutely.
And then we have you And Tim knows more about your career than I know about you, but because Tim is a musician, he's been a fan of yours since you said you were in a band called The Detectives.
I was in a band, it was in the singular, it was called Detective. It was an interesting band because it was signed to Swan Song, which was Jimmy Page's label, it was Led Zeppelin's label, so we were under the aegis of the mighty Led Zeppelin, which had its advantages and also its disadvantages, because, you know, at that time, late 70s, when the music business actually existed, because it certainly doesn't anymore, it was a very indulgent time, and of course we indulged in everything that we could possibly indulge in. Do you know anything about that, Andy?
Oh yeah,
Dick?
you know I do.
Yeah.
You know I do.
So,
well, you're one of the survivors. You should be dead, right?
Oh,
with how you indulged.
I think that guy did die.
And then a new guy emerged.
Yeah, it came. Yeah, it came.
So
through
were you
it.
partying hard with like Sid Vicious and those guys?
Well, I mean,
be honest. Just get right to it.
I think.
Did you do a line of blow off Sid Vicious's?
No, I did not. But I saw you do it, and I thought, you know, I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to go there. No, but I certainly did snort a lot of coke off other of women's. And
women.
But the thing is that you know, it was different then. It was the coke thing, late 70s, middle. I started in the late 60s, you know, doing my thing. And in London in the late 60s, it was fascinating. I mean, it was the epitome of what rock and roll actually became. You know, when the revolution was beginning. So drugs were like they hadn't driven people psychotic yet.
Right.